What is going on, you guys? Brandon here, aka Brawadis, and today I am bringing you guys a brand new video. Now, I haven't done one of these NBA videos in a really long time because I was waiting for some crazy news to happen before I made another NBA video. And what do you know? I'm laying in bed yesterday, had just woke up, scrolling through my NBA news feed, and what do I see? Something that I would never, ever expect to see in a million years. Something that when I saw, I think my eyes just kind of like rolled out of my eye sockets for a little bit and then rolled back in. I wake up to seeing a picture of LeBron James in a Golden State Warriors jersey titled something like LeBron James will entertain the idea of joining the Warriors in the offseason or something like that, something crazy like that. And you know, I'm sitting there like, wow. What did I just see? Where did this come from? The first thing I do is try to find the source, see if it's a trusted source. And the first thing I notice is that, you know, it didn't come from any reputable source. But we'll get more into that later. So as a lot of you guys saw, there's a huge rumor going around, you know, ESPN, LeBron James will meet with the Golden State Warriors this offseason and will entertain the idea of joining the Warriors. I mean, if this isn't the definition of if you can't beat them, join them, then I don't know what is. For today's video, I'm going to get into what I think about all this, whether I think it's going to happen or not, and pretty much, can this even happen? And first and foremost, I'm going to start off by saying that I don't know if you guys saw the little interview with Kevin Durant when the reporters asked him what he thought about LeBron James joining the Warriors, and the first thing he said was, bullshit. Yeah, I kind of have the same answer to that, and here's why. The first thing, and this is what a lot of people do not understand, trust me, yesterday when I was playing basketball at the gym, there was a huge topic of discussion with everybody I talked to. Oh, Brandon, did you hear about LeBron James maybe going to the Warriors? And the one thing I noticed about all these people is that they don't really understand how salary cap works. They don't really understand how, you know, maybe in some other sports, if you want a player, you just sign them and get them. But in the NBA, there's a salary cap. You know, there's a limit to how much you can spend. If you spend over it, there's very harsh punishments. Stuff like, oh, the Warriors just signing LeBron James. It doesn't work like that. So first of all, let's get into that. If the Warriors want to keep Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson, and then sign LeBron James, the only way he can sign is if they sign him with their mid-level exception for $5 million, or if they sign him with their vet minimum for $2 million. Now, I know a lot of kids out there are probably going to be sitting there like, wow, $5 million or $2 million, that's so much money. But let's settle down for a little bit. LeBron James is eligible to make around $40 million this upcoming season. $40 million. I'm sorry, I don't care how nice of a human you are. I don't care how much money you've made in your career previously. Nobody, unless they are on heavy drugs, is going to turn down nearly $40 million to take $2 million. I don't care how many championships you're going to win. I don't care how much fun you're going to have playing with your enemies, if that even makes sense. But there's no one on this earth who will turn down $40 million for $2 million. It just does not happen. People have families, people have friends, and people have themselves that they try to help out and they try to raise. And you just don't turn down that kind of money. That's the first problem, okay? Then you look at this. Okay, well, Brandon, can't they trade some players to make room to sign LeBron James? Well, the problem with the Warriors is that the players that they sign are mostly on vet minimum contracts. They're mostly, you know, lower salary players. So they can't really trade them because that would create too much room. But they do have two players that they can trade away to make a little bit more room. And that is Sean Livingston and Andre Iguodala. They make a decent amount of money to where if you trade them away, you can maybe make a little bit more room to sign LeBron James. But let me tell you what I mean by a little bit more room. If you trade Livingston, if you trade Iguodala, and if Kevin Durant is generous enough to not take his $35 to $40 million yearly salary, then that creates $16 million of cap space in which LeBron James and Kevin Durant can split. They can share. And once again, you know, $16 million divided by 2, that's $8 million each. That may sound like a lot of money to all of us, but there's no way in hell that Kevin Durant and LeBron James are turning down almost $40 million each. That's $80 million combined, so they could split $16 million. So they each turn down $40 million so they could get $8 million apiece. There's no way that anybody would ever do. There's just no way, I'm sorry. And that is only possible, by the way, if they trade Sean Livingston and Andre Iguodala, like I mentioned, which, by the way, if you're offering Sean Livingston and Andre Iguodala to a team so you could sign LeBron James, why would that team even help you out? There's no team that's going to be like, oh yeah, sure, I'll take Andre Iguodala so that you could sign LeBron James. Sure, we'll help you out, Golden State, even though you're already the best team in the league and one of the best teams in NBA history. Teams are not going to take on Andre Iguodala or Sean Livingston because they don't want to help them out. Now listen, there's another way LeBron James can sign with the Warriors and make his max salary, make his $35 to $40 million. That's called either trading Steph Curry or Kevin Durant without getting anything in return. AKA, that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. The Golden State Warriors would be foolish to trade Steph Curry or Kevin Durant to sign LeBron James. It makes no sense. So then you look at Klay Thompson. Technically, they could trade Klay Thompson away without getting anything in return, and that would make a little bit more space to sign LeBron James, but it would still not create the max slot. But if they trade Klay and Draymond, that would create the max slot, and that would also be extremely stupid to do, because why would you trade, two players that clearly fit into the system? It's been working. It just, the Warriors are not dumb. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, and they're not broke right now. And if you're a Warriors fan who thinks they're going to trade Steph Curry or Kevin Durant to sign LeBron James, sorry to burst your bubble, but that's not going to happen. I don't know. All this was kind of funny to me. When I first saw the article, it was just like, wow, LeBron in a Warriors jersey, looks crazy. But me in my head, I know there's no way that it could happen. It's just not possible. So then I look at the comments expecting to see the same, mindset that I have, like, oh, that's cool, but it's not going to happen. And I never realized how many people just don't really understand how the NBA works. It's like people, oh my God, this is going to happen. It's going to be crazy, blah, blah, blah. Look. There are rules in the NBA, and not to mention, remember when the Lakers were about to trade for Chris Paul? Commissioner nixed that trade. He didn't let it happen. What makes you guys think that the commissioner will allow LeBron James to sign with the Warriors straight up? I don't know, guys. To me, what this looks like, and I think it's pretty obvious, I expected a lot more people to be saying it like this. This looks like a rumor started from LeBron's camp. It started by LeBron's people for a couple of reasons. Number one, and the most obvious reason that I think so, is to kind of pressure the Cavs, to scare the Cavs into making some trades. You guys, if you've watched any basketball this season, you know the Cavs have been heavily underperforming. They have not been playing up to their potential, and it looks like they're in trouble for the first time in a really, really long time. It looks like the Cavs might have some trouble even making it to the finals. I'm not talking about winning the finals. I'm saying even making it out of the East. And LeBron's camp is sitting there like, yo, the trade deadline is in less than a week. Are the Cavs going to make any moves? So this looks like a rumor started by LeBron's side to kind of be like, yo, Cavs, if you don't make a move, LeBron's going to leave. And so this kind of pressures them into maybe trading that Brooklyn pick, maybe doing something to replace Kevin Love in the meantime because he's out for 2 months. That's the most obvious reason that I think this rumor was started. Another reason, I don't know, I don't believe this one is true, but I guess it could be true, that this was started from LeBron's side to kind of tamper with the Warriors' chemistry. LeBron and his camp are sitting there watching the Warriors like, yo, this team is legit. This team is good. And what can we do to stop them? Maybe just mess with their chemistry. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that, but that kind of crossed my mind. Maybe another reason would be that LeBron has already made his decision that he wants to leave Cleveland. And so maybe if he joins, LA, or if he joins Houston, a team like that, then he would get less backlash, because then people would be like, oh, well, at least he didn't join the Warriors. And look, I know my theories sound crazy, but trust me, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everybody in the NBA, but I've met a lot of people that either play in the NBA, work for the NBA, coach the NBA. I know a lot of people. I'm close to some of them. And the NBA works like this. People will create rumors. For all we know, LeBron could have started this rumor himself. Players and players' sides, whether it be family or just, their agents and management, they will start rumors like this to try to get their way and to get what they want, whether it be a trade for the Cavs, whether it be that LeBron already knows that he's leaving and he wants to receive less hate for joining a different team. Trust me, I've heard and I've seen crazier rumors started from people who work in the NBA. This rumor was most likely not even created by the media. It was not started by the media. Right now, out of 100, I would give this a 0.00001% chance of it happening. A lot of people can sit here and be like, oh, well, this is what we said about Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant ended up on the Warriors. There's one difference though. Kevin Durant to the Warriors, it sounded really, really crazy. It sounded extremely bogus. But the one thing everybody's forgetting is that it was possible. The Warriors had the flexibility at the time to at least bring in Kevin Durant. So it sounded crazy, but at least it was possible. Now with LeBron, it's just not really possible. There's no way they could create that flexibility unless they traded one of Steph or KD, or maybe they traded Clay and Draymond together. So I don't know. This is extremely different than when Kevin Durant joined the Warriors. But if it does happen, like Kevin Durant also said, it's the NBA. Crazy things happen. Who knows? Maybe somehow, some way it will happen. I would be shocked and probably never watch another basketball game in my life. It would just be super boring. No, I'm not gonna lie. I would watch the first Warriors game together. I would watch LeBron James on the Warriors, and then after that, I would only watch Phoenix Suns games. I would never ever watch another basketball game, just Phoenix Suns games. And I don't know, if it happens, it happens. So be it. But in my head, it's just not gonna happen. You know, even if LeBron does decide to sign there, I doubt the commissioner actually would let that happen. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comment section down below. I'm really curious to hear what you guys have to say about all this. I just want to apologize one time if, you know, you are not a basketball fan at all, but you're a fan of my channel. I've tried to stay away from NBA videos. This was such big news that would freaking affect the NBA in the craziest way that I just had to make a video from it. It's been months since I made an NBA video, so please forgive me. But at the same time, you know, I'm Brandon, aka Brawadis. I love the NBA, and sometimes you gotta do what you love. If I wanna make an NBA video, then I'm gonna have to make ones. But I do apologize if you didn't find this entertaining. You know, there was no crazy stunt pool or crazy prank or, you know, entertaining vlog. It was just kind of my thoughts and stuff. Nonetheless, I hope you guys still enjoyed, just like I hope you enjoy all my other videos. Please drop a like on this video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I'm Brandon, aka Brawadis, and I love you guys all. Peace.
I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right.